So this is what I'm doing. Yeah, I actually haven't used the kit, except for the affidavit, which I made a copy of, and then we put it up. Jason witnessed it. I have to start using these, I think, the cards, which I will. I'll use it today to get me, before I get started writing today. What's going on with NaNoWriMo? NaNoWriMo is what I usually call it, but it's actually National Novel Writing Month, so it should be NaNoWriMo. Okay, my issue here is I've always written since I was a kid. When I was really young, I'd make up stories all the time, like write up stories. I wasn't a liar. I wrote stories, short stories, and I wrote... I have kept paper journals since I was little, like 11. Although nowadays people, and before, have started much younger, but about 10 or 11 was when I was given my first paper journal. We were poor. It's not like grade 6, we were given it as a project, and I took it home, and that's how I started having journals. So writing is something I've always wanted to do. And as usual, with the way I am, mental health-wise, or just personality or something, or with everything that's happened over the years, I don't let myself do the things I really want to do. And self-defeatist, blah, 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 blah. And then when it comes to writing, let's say I'm writing a poem. I actually decide to write a poem. I can write it and revise and write a poem. And sometimes they're pretty darn decent. And I'm pretty critical. Though I still hate them if I look back at them. But I could write poetry if I want to. I read a lot of it. I love a lot of it. Doesn't necessarily mean you can write it if you can read it. But it helps if you read if you want to be a writer. But I don't do it. And so it doesn't get done. Blog entries, I've actually blogged more recently than I have in a while. So that's good. If you've ever been to my blog, you should check it out. It has links to stalk me everywhere, from my photo streams to Twitter to other video sites to really cool links that have nothing to do with me that are awesome. But my blog's been up since 2001 with some backdated stuff from a previous online diary to the early... I don't know, I think I've locked a lot of that. It's bullcrap. But anyway, I want to blog daily, and I want to write books and plays and poetry, and I've wanted to a long time. And eventually I'd like to coincide my writing with my photography. And I like zines. I could show you one, but I don't want to let everything topple that's right over here. But I don't do it. And I've had a lot of spare time where I could have. But I guess when you're really depressed, it's not like you're not motivated. I'm not depressed right now, but I mean, when you're really... Just because you have the time doesn't mean you'll use the time. Which is sad, because I think of all the time I've had during, even when working or not working or whatever, that I could have been practicing writing, becoming a writer, doing that, which I love. Anyway, NaNoWriMo is about just word count. Not about quality, it's about word count. So you want to hit 50,000 words by the end of November. November 1st to November 30th. Doesn't matter. You could start now and kick my butt or kick anybody's butt. It doesn't matter. Just 50,000 words in November. It works out to approximately 1667 words per day, which to people who blog or something, or write in their paper journals or something, they probably beat that every day. Certainly we talk more than 1667 words a day. But one thing I really have trouble is especially if I'm writing fiction or something that's supposed to be fiction, but of course when I start writing novels, it's gotta be real, it's me, it's totally rehashed me. Like I have to go through a lot of gunk before I can start writing. Same with poetry. The first poems I write for a while, or when I haven't been writing for a while, are really, it's like, what is this crap? We already know this crap. Get this crap out. And then I get to start writing something, unique for myself. Cat scratch. Okay. So, yesterday I wrote like 700 words. And then I kept revising and revising, backing it up in different places, posting it to my journal and revising and revising. And then I wrote a little more at one point, but I still thought by the end of the day that I'd only hit about 700 or so words. Did my word count, and I was at 1,200 and something words. That is not very far from 1667. It's only about 400 words off. And I didn't even try. Yesterday, Jason and I yesterday I had a bath. There's time. And I read book. The book I'm reading is a favorite reread. I read some of this book, which I recommend everybody likes to read and write. It's actually really good. It's really good. I'll boil it down for you, though, if you don't want to read it. Read and write. A lot of both. Read and write every day. Lots. Okay. Now that I've saved you that time, I'll waste more of it by talking. So I wanted to write this story, and I've had this story. This is the thing why I'm so excited about it this year. Is that for once I have an ending that could actually lead to more stories if I want to, because I'm ending it with I'm not gonna say that word because I don't want to say that word. I'm ending it with with what could be a beginning of a story for many people, and I've got all these. I keep having exciting ideas and notes and stuff. It's messy, but I keep in it, and the thing about them is they go together. There's actual connected plots. There's a theme in this. There's symbolism, there's a theme, it's a freaking story, for crying out loud. For once in my life, since childhood, better than in childhood, I have something that could be written if I write it. And that's pretty awesome. So what I've written so far that I have online is not what's the exciting stuff. I haven't gotten to any of that. It's like I'm afraid. I'm afraid to get there. I'm afraid to actually do it. So I'm going to procrastinate a bit more, I think. But today I should what I've got to do to fight the inner critic is I just got to write a bunch of words and hit a certain word count before I'll let myself go back and revise. Or else I'm just not going to make it if I want to participate in this. It's not to write the novel, it's to get past that critic that won't even let me write a first draft. Already it's helping my blogging. Already it's helping me by feeling better about the potential that I could have. So I want to go with that. And if anybody else is participating, awesome. I'm finding that Twitter is the best place to read discouraging things like word counts that will make you feel sick inside because these people are disgustingly getting, ridiculous amounts. But you can also have good dialogue, and I've connected with people there. The hashtag NaNoWriMo, if you find the search page, if you know at all what I'm talking about, is like a huge dialogue right now going on. It's really good. And that's really distracting, but it's neat to watch. And so it's only the second day, but 1 year I only made it to 300 words. So I've done all right so far. So I'm not gonna be hard on myself. I've also kind of got an ideal situation going on. I have permission. I'm trying to sink into myself that I have permission to write. That's gonna make a big difference. Screw what society tells you should be doing. Do what you want to do. No, that sounds bad. In case you have you want to do bad things. More like, I'm just realizing, it's not just realizing, but it is my life, and I want to write, so write. My gosh. I'm just going to get older and older and then die. Or worse, I'm going to get sick and die young. So let's get to it, eh?